Tell me everything you know! I know you ain't seeing much out of that eye pebble of yours. And there's an army of us, and just a couple of you. So you ain't the one gonna be asking questions.
Your parasite burns in concert with Wyll's, paralyzing rage and a hunger for answers.
Stand with me, mate. Knock him out, but keep him breathing. I've got some questions to ask. And I'll burn the answers from his shite-stained throat. The gnome will survive. This cockroach comes first.
Your man ain't tell ya Spike clobbered his noggin and nicked his eye? I's the one holding his head. Nice to see you, Captain. Thought you'd burn with the other corpses. Gods damn you! You will point me to Spike, and then I will make you suffer! Look at that! The captain grew some bollocks!
To the hells! I wanted to knock him out, not kill him. He could lead me to Spike. Spike's the goblin that ripped my eye out, and I've got reason to think he's holed up in their camp. I'll fill in the rest later. Now, let's get that gnome down before he bursts a vein. You want the full measure of the blade? Take me to Spike. All will be laid bare.
Magakamara, those pustulant thugs! Well, get on with it. I'm a deep gnome, you're a drow. You helped me, now you plan to enslave me. What then? Just like that, I'm sure. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I'm heading to his home in the Underdark to discover what happened. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Dragon's breath brandy. Puts hair on your bones. Sorry about all that. Back at the windmill, I mean. I lost my head. You ever felt so much hate it poisoned your blood? Indiscriminate love. A beautiful lie. You cannot know love if you have not felt the lack of it. I crossed paths with Spike a few years back. He had torched the whole village, left it to burn. I wasn't a blade then, just a kid, really. Should have known better than to run hollering after a goblin bruiser on a rage high. You better take another sip of that brandy. Down the hatch. Spike went right for the eye. Last thing I saw was the dagger coming at me. Woke in a puddle of piss and blood. I reckon he thought I was dead. I wasn't dead. From anger and sorrow, I was reborn. I was the blade of frontiers. I will see Spike dead. I will see the land cleansed, and I will keep its people safe. Death to all goblins. I'll drink to that.
The twilight is darker than expected. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The ache builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil Gake Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you?
Body. It takes a moment for Wyll to come into focus.
You've got wits of white steel. Can't say I'm not impressed. All we can do now is see what the morrow brings.
Your head swims with the slightest motion, and your legs feel as heavy as iron.
I reckon come dawn, we'll be right as rainbows. What do they... Hello?
Anyone's volunteered. It's just an idle fancy. No, that's the thing. I can't quite figure them out. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith, what in the hells would she taste like? Oh, well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Interesting. I always thought he tastes a little too sweet. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into. There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Interruptions from underlings.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it, you see a vision. The Drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul? Praise be, sister. Are you here to join my hunt? Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palatable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the Goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
We can't let them find the grove. End her now. Make peace with your Absolute. The blade comes for your head.
You would dare! Guards, to me!
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. It's called faith. Duty. It doesn't have to add up to me as long as I serve. I'm part of a bigger plan. One that will be revealed in time. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
You don't look any worse to wear. Holding steady? Our knights have gotten away from us, true. Yet we still speak our own words and march our own feet. There'll come more promises, in both life and dream. Untold mysteries and powers just below the horizon. But we're still in command. When temptation strikes, we can always say no.